Once upon a time, Gautam Buddha was passing through a village with his disciples. The king of that village heard that Buddha was in his kingdom, so he decided to visit him, eager to hear his teachings and receive guidance. When the king arrived, he saw that many poor people were sitting around Buddha, listening to his teachings. A hint of pride entered the king's mind as he thought, I am a powerful king with wealth, prosperity, and strength. Unlike these poor people, I don't need guidance, I've come here for Buddha's blessings. Buddha understood the king's mindset and respectfully welcomed him, asking him to sit close. Then Buddha asked, O king, are all the people in your kingdom happy and content? The king replied, Guruji, I have tried my best to ensure that my people are happy. I have built temples, hospitals, and food stores for them. I always look after my subjects' welfare. Buddha smiled and said, That's good, Your Majesty. But tell me, in times of great sorrow or need, where do people turn for solace? The king thought for a moment and replied, They often turn to God or a saint, for they believe only they can relieve them of their suffering. Buddha said, True. But what if I say that each person has the capacity within them to overcome their own suffering? The king was puzzled. Guruji, I don't fully understand. Please explain. Buddha asked his disciples to bring a poor Brahmin from the nearby village. After some time, they returned with an old, impoverished Brahmin, who stood before Buddha with folded hands. Buddha asked him, What do you need the most? The Brahmin, bowing his head, replied, O Bhagwan, I am very poor. I have nothing to eat, my children go to bed hungry, and I have no home. Buddha looked toward the king and said, Your Majesty, can you help him with his problem? The king immediately called one of his servants and ordered that the Brahmin be given some gold coins, food, and a place to live. Overjoyed, the Brahmin thanked the king and left. Buddha then asked the king, Your Majesty, this Brahmin now has everything he needed. But do you think he will always remain satisfied? The king thought for a moment and replied, Probably not, Guruji. After some time, he may feel the need for more things. Buddha said, Exactly. Human desires are endless. When one wish is fulfilled, another takes its place. True satisfaction does not come from external things, but from inner peace. When the mind finds contentment and calm, only then does true happiness arise. The king pondered over this and asked, Guruji, then how can one become free from this discontent? Buddha explained, to achieve this, one must embark on an inner journey. One has to control the mind and calm down desires. Peace of mind comes when we learn to live in the present and find contentment in what we have. Now the king understood that true happiness does not come from external things, but from one's state of mind. He said to Buddha, Guruji, you have opened my eyes. I will teach this lesson to everyone in my kingdom and follow it myself. Buddha smiled and said, O king, this is the true path of life. When a person conquers the desires of the mind, they experience genuine happiness.